Hello, today we are going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers. There are a couple ways to do this. I'm going to show you both methods, but both sets of procedures can be used for both adding and subtracting. I'm just going to do one for adding and one for subtracting, but you can switch them around however you want to do it. Now, first with adding mixed numbers, I'm going to add the big numbers together first, then I'm going to find a common denominator. Then I'm going to add or subtract the tops if I want, depending if it's subtracting, and keep the bottom the same. Then simplify and add again if needed, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and start. Here is your first problem. Notice they each have a big number. Notice they each have a fraction part. I'm going to take the two big numbers and I'm going to add them together. So 3 and 2 makes 5. Pretty simple right there. Then I'll have these two fractions. Well, I can't add the fractions yet because they don't have a common denominator. So I'm just forgetting about the 5 for a second, and I'm going to focus on these two fractions. So I'm going to find a common denominator of 10. 5 times 2 is 10, so 3 times 2 is 6. I'm going to go ahead and add the tops. I'm going to get 15 over 10. Well, 15 over 10 is the same as 1 whole and 5/10. So I'm going to reduce that really quick to make it 1 whole and 1/2. And then I'm going to add the big 5 back to it. So then I get 6 1/2. That is one method of doing this. What about, let's show a problem with subtracting. I'll show you the other method. So if you would like, you can change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Find a common denominator, add or subtract the tops only, and keep the bottom the same, and then change it back to a mixed number and simplify. So in this method, we don't worry about big numbers and fraction parts. We're going to change both of these fractions into improper fractions. So this first one is going to become 5 times 6 plus 4 is 34 over 5. The second one is going to be 20 plus 19 is 39 over 20. So I'm going to subtract these two. Find a common denominator. That common denominator is 20. The top has to be multiplied by 4 because the bottom is multiplied by 4. So we get 136 over 20 on the left side. Then we subtract the right side, and we get 97 out of 20. Then we would change that to a mixed number again. It is 4 and 17 over 20. Just do the simple division and you can find that out. I personally like the first method, but with subtraction that can be kind of tricky. So just use whichever method works best for you. And thank you again for using Seyer Mathematics.